Now, about those Pentagon UFOs, I don't think they're aliens. Because why would they decide all of a sudden to come here? What would be their purpose? And I think it's highly advanced breakthrough technology that's top secret. I don't think there are aliens. If aliens decide, I mean, they would have come here a long, long time ago. You know what I mean? I mean, so I just don't think they're aliens because the universe is so big. Why would all of a sudden they just decide to come here? You know what I mean? Well, I mean, right now, when they could have come generations, centuries, and what would they need? What would they need from us? If they're so highly advanced than us, what would they need from us? I don't see it. If they really were aliens, they would definitely set up shop and definitely look for stuff. Look for stuff here. Now, I can't conclude that they're not. That those craft are not from another world, but I just don't think they are. You have to ask yourself these questions. Why all of a sudden would they want to come here? What would be their point? And how come they're not walking and talking and just and just you know and if the Roswell incident is true, well, they learned their lesson, right? They wouldn't if we really killed them and exposed them. Why would they come back? And this happened when the Roswell happened in what 1940s, and it's 2020. Actually, the footage was, I think it was like five years ago, and they decided to bring it now. I just don't see it. And not to mention that we are we're kind of late in the game. The universe is 13.8 billion years. A lot of stuff happened before us. You know what I'm saying? There had been a lot of civilizations out there that was wiped, dead and gone. We're probably the last. If there's truly no life out there, we're probably the last. You know what I'm saying? We're probably the last, and it's probably our turn one day to be wiped out by the universe or if there is another alien out there, maybe them, or our own destruction. So I don't see. I just don't think they are. I just there has to be some reason. I mean, all of a sudden they decided to show up. If we really exposed them in the 1940s and blew them, and then they decided to come. What is it, 50, 60 years later? I mean, like I said, I can't say for sure it's not. I can't say for sure it's not a craft from another world, but I just don't think. Until we see definitive evidence, that the craft is not of this world. And that there's definitive evidence of aliens, on the news. So, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think there's going to be an invasion anytime soon. I don't think we're going to wipe out from aliens. I think it's just us, just us. No intervening God. Just us. And either we destroy ourselves or we survive. And I think the trend is going to play out. We are going to survive. We're going to get to this coronavirus. We're probably going to go to Mars. The moon. 20, 30 years from now. Some people are alive. There will be anti-aging medicine. There will be medicine for people to survive cancers, and there will be amazing transhuman technologies, and we will survive, and the population will go on and on. So I don't see no judgment day. I don't see no Jesus coming from the sky. I don't see no raptures. I think the cold hard truth, it's just us, and either we survive or we perish. That's as real as it gets, folks. And I think we will survive. And we will go on to amazing technologies. And amazing, and, we will go on to set up colonies on the moon and Mars. Force the moon. Because it's gonna take a lot. I mean, it could take a lot of time. Years, decades to terraform Mars. But I could be wrong. Unless there's some breakthrough technology that we can terraform it faster, then we can go to Mars. But that's the plan. So, medicine is always going to improve. It's going to get better. We're going to live healthier. The technology is going to help us. And there's even technology for global warming, geoengineering techniques. And we will survive. Because we're smart. And, of course we can't stop riots from happening. We can't stop protesters. But we will survive. Because we have billions of people on Earth. Not thousands. So, everything's going to be okay. We'll get to this virus. We'll find a vaccine. People will take it. And we'll kind of get back on the way it was before. Of course, the economy is going to took a big hit. But we will recover. About 3 to 4 years, probably. It's going to take some time. We will recover. And universal basic income will be bipartisan eventually. Eventually will. And Yang probably going to be the president. Transhumanism will keep progressing. And artificial intelligence will keep processing and, improving. And software bots, to do call center work. And it's called hyper automation, It's a point. And it's actually 2020, they're starting it. So it's take about 3 or 4 or 5 years. But the question is, how much will they let the computer do the work? That's the question. So if the computer can do all the work, software, then universal basic income will happen. And it's probably going to be bipartisan. I would say my prediction probably 4 to 5 years from now, probably. So when Yang runs in 2024, he's got a really good shot. Because Trump's last year, if he wins, will be 2023. That's 8 years. That's 2 4-year terms right there. So I think Yang has a shot. And that's how it's going to play out. Because check out, if you don't believe, the automation is very powerful. Check out Sky AI. Check out companies Unique. Check out IPsoft. Check out Soul Machines. And check out, they have call center bots that are getting more sophisticated. And they just keep on getting more sophisticated. And it says artificial intelligence advances exponentially. I think about 4 to 5 years there'll be bipartisan UBI. And so, good things are coming. Medical technology is going to save lives. UBI will be a thing. Probably about 4 to 5 years. And they're working on to go to the moon, Jeff Bezos, Mars, Elon Musk, Richard Branson, the moon, planning to have space hotels. How cool is that? Take a selfie in space, right? You can see the Earth from space. Put some videos, put on Instagram. They plan to have satellites in space. Elon Musk, Starlink satellites all over space. So, good things are coming. Good things are coming. We just have to weather this coronavirus storm. And the crazy people. And and everything's going to be okay. So, good. You know, what's the song say? You have to weather the storm to get to the good. Yeah. So, so everybody's wish of UBI will happen probably about 4 or 5 years from now. So, we just have to, you know, stick around till we hit the mid 20s. Peace out.